Oh, what a beautiful new year. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a beautiful new month. What if it's your birthday? Woohoo! Let's just say it was the first day of a new year. Do you set goals? Do you plan on having a better year than last year? If it's the first day of the week, if it's Magical Day Monday, do you plan on having a better day today than you did last Magical Day Monday? If it's your birthday, do you plan on having a much better year than you did last year? Even if the year was amazing, even if it was your best year ever, could you make this next year your best year better than last year? And if last year was terrible, how can you make this year much better? Interesting questions to ask, especially if it is the first day of the new year. And people ask me often, Rowie, how do you make your life better? And the 4 areas that I always focus on is how do you get healthy, fit and strong and stay that way for the rest of your life? How do you have a career or business that you love? How do you earn money doing what you love? How do you make sure that you're financially free so that you never have to struggle for money? You are financially secure, money's not controlling your life. And how do you have great people in your life? And one of the reasons I love being in this room, which is our indoor training area, it's my office, but it's also filled with people who live that life. People who are healthy, fit and strong because they're athletes. They do what they love. That's why they are an athlete, because they love their sport so much they've turned it into their career path. They're obviously financially free because they're really good at what they do. They add massive value to other people's lives. Whether you like these athletes or not, there are millions of people in the world who love them. And of course, they've got great people in their life because they get to choose. Now, sometimes elite athletes, movie stars, famous people, celebrities will tell you that they attract yucky people into their life because people want to be part of the fame, fortune and fans. So they've had some challenges with terrible people. But I choose people very carefully to come into my life. I'm sure, I hope that you do too. And the athletes that I have studied and looked into their life really carefully, they're also very careful about the people that they bring into their life. So how do you make all of that happen? How do you make this year your best year ever? Is there a foolproof plan? And for me, there's only one word. It's called learning. It might be 2 words, ongoing learning. And I'm not talking about a qualification, a certification. I'm not talking about passing a test. I'm not talking about getting a college degree, university degree, passing high school. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about ongoing learning that you want to do to make your life better and better and better. Because I hate the word best, and the reason I hate it is if you think you're the best, if you think that you're the best footballer, you're the best boxer, you're the best business person, you're the best parent, you're the best coach, how can you possibly get better? So the people that I like to study are the people who are always constantly getting better and better and better in every area of their life. And of course that comes from learning, it comes from education, it comes from training, and not the stuff that you have to do, the stuff that you want to do. So one of the things that I always ask myself at the start of every year, what did I learn last year that I can apply into my next year to make it even better? If it's a Magical Day Monday, what did I learn last 7 days to make the next 7 days even better? And I bring it right down to the tiny day-to-day. It's the first day, our first hour of the day that I'm awake. What am I going to do today to make today better than yesterday? And the reason I'm focused on that is it seems that a lot of people just exist through their life, allowing life to happen to them. And I don't want to be that person. How about you? I want to be the person that is making life happen for me, not allowing it to happen to me. And there's a lot of things I have no control over. So I can't control the weather, I can't control the government, I can't control what other people do. But I have full control over those 4 big areas. I can choose to be healthy, fit and strong. Haha, so can you. I can choose to have a career or business that I love, and I have my entire life. I've never had a lousy, stinking, rotten job. And I wish that for you if that hasn't been your life already. You can choose to be financially free. It doesn't matter how much money you earn. You can choose to have financial security if you have a financial plan. And of course, you can choose the people that you have in your life. Now, a lot of people argue that particular one with me because they say, but my parents, my children, my relatives, the people that I didn't choose to have in my life. And my answer to that is always the same. You don't have to spend or waste time with people that don't treat you respectfully, even if they are your family. If you've got a beautiful family who love you, care about you, respect you, that's awesome. And I hope and I'm sure that you tell them every day how much you appreciate having them in your life. But the people that are in your life that are not treating you with respect, that are not that you don't feel love you, that don't want you to achieve your goals, that aren't excited about the sport that you play or the business that you have or the things that you do, my question is always, why would you have them in your life? And the reason that I can ask those questions so passionately is because I study those 4 areas every single day. I'm learning every day. So if somebody says to me, how do I have a great life? My question is, what's the last book that you read? What's the last workshop that you went to? What's the last study that you've done? And in particular with those 4 areas, I've got some really strict rules about those, and I'll share them with you because they've been very valuable to me and they might add value to your life too. I don't read books or listen to other people's opinion about the human body and how to be healthy, fit and strong. The only study I do to be healthy, fit and strong is anatomy and physiology. How does the body work? What's it made of and how does it work? Because everything after that is just opinion. So anatomy books are great. The entire Max program, the Max Colleges program, to be an exercise professional, for example, the fundamentals, the first part of the program is all about anatomy and physiology. And after that, all we ask is that you think for yourself. So learn what the body's made of, learn how the body works, how the body systems work together, and then analyze every exercise, every eating plan, everything else after that is for you to decide for yourself based on your knowledge, understanding, learning of the human body and how it works. So I don't ever get caught up in social media posts about the latest diet or the latest exercise program. I don't get caught up in the latest book or magazine or opinion on being healthy, fit and strong. And yes, people throw those at me on a daily basis, but I analyse them all from anatomy and physiology. And if you want to be healthy, fit and strong, could that be a good idea? Something to consider. From a career path business point of view, how do you have a career or business that you love and not end up in some lousy, stinking, rotten job? And how do you make that work for you financially? And the only learning that I think you need to do for that is, what are you passionate about? Do you want to keep getting better at it? And that's why I love this room, because the people in this room that are up on the walls, they've always trained harder than the team. They've trained harder than their competitors. They've educated themselves on how to get better and better and better and better and better at what they do. They've never thought of themselves as the best. And I just love that, because how can you possibly get better if you think you're the best? And the only way to get better is to train and educate and learn and keep learning. Ongoing learning, I think, is a really important thing. So a career path that you love, that you want to keep getting better at, that adds massive value to people's lives, is of course the only and easiest way to become financially free. There are other ways to make money, of course, but to be happy and make money, to be happy and be financially free, to be a happy, wealthy person. And I share that with you because I know lots of people who are very wealthy, but they're very unhappy. And then relationships are the same. How do you get good at relationships? How do you get good at the relationship with yourself? The second answer to that is learn your anatomy and physiology, how the endocrine system, your emotions work. How does the central nervous system work? How does the brain work? So that you can be in full control of your emotions and your hormones and the way you feel about yourself. Your self-esteem is often considered to be psychological, but ultimately it's physiological. If you're healthy, fit and strong, if your endocrine system is healthy, fit and strong, you will be in control of your emotions, so you'll feel good about yourself. That's a pretty easy process. So your relationship with yourself is physiologically based on, or is physiological. If you're healthy, fit and strong, you're more likely to have a great self-esteem. The other people, the ones you have absolutely no control over, if you like who you are, if you respect yourself, if you've got great self-esteem, and I think they all mean the same thing, then it doesn't matter if you don't have other people in your life. Isn't that awesome? It also means that because you have self-respect, you wouldn't allow people to treat you disrespectfully. Whether it's your partner or your family or your friends or your brother or your sister, or it doesn't matter who you've got in your life, you wouldn't make that kind of poor behaviour, people who are disrespectful, rude, criticise, treat you poorly, you wouldn't accept that behaviour. Because you've got self-respect and because you've got a high self-esteem, you wouldn't let that happen. And to me, that's all about learning. Can you learn your anatomy and physiology? Yes. Can you learn your craft, can you get better at your talent or your gift? Can you get skilled at something? Of course, if you're passionate about it, you want to get better at it, which means you've got a career or a business that you love. That will automatically bring it'll bring money. The study of financial freedom and security is, of course, learning. You have to learn about finances, financial planning, and how to create wealth. That's a learning process again. And then relationships and communication are all about learning. So I'm going to wrap all of that up into one simple process. Keep learning, ongoing learning, never stop learning. If you want to earn, you have to learn. If you want to know, you have to grow, and all of that comes from study, learning, education. Not to get a qualification, not to pass a test, but to become the person that you are proud of, the person that you respect, the person that you wake up every day, look in the mirror and say, I'm really proud of you, young man, young woman, person, because you're aiming every single day to add value to your world. Could that be a great way to live your life today, whether it's the first day of the year, the first day of the month, your birthday, or if it's a magical day, Monday, first day of the week? May you live your life to the max because you keep learning every single day.